So AI is absolutely everywhere. But here's the real talk. How do you take it from a cool tech demo and actually build it to work for a real business? Well, today, we're drawing up the blueprint. We're going to get past all the hype and lay out the essential architecture that turns a powerful language model into a secure, scalable, and genuinely useful enterprise asset. Let's dive in.
Look, we all know AI is here and it's changing the game. But the question every leader is asking is this: how do you actually harness all that power safely, efficiently, and in a way that truly drives results for your specific company? Because, it's not about just having AI. It's about making AI work for you.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with why architecture is so darn critical in the first place. Then we'll break down all the core components. From there, we'll get into your deployment options, a real game-changing technique called RAG, cover the essentials of keeping things running, and finally, we'll take a peek into the future.
All right, first up, why should you even care about architecture? Well, because building for a business means you got to move way beyond a simple chatbot and face the messy, complex reality of the corporate world.
So what is enterprise LLM architecture, really? Think of it as the scaffolding, the essential framework that connects a super powerful AI model to the real world of your company. It's the technical backbone that lets you innovate like crazy without losing control over your risks, your costs, or your compliance.
And this chart just lays it out perfectly. It's a night and day difference. A consumer tool is built for one person. An enterprise system? That has to handle global operations, plug directly into your core software like Salesforce, and meet super strict regulations like GDPR. The takeaway here is crystal clear. You can't just download a public chatbot and expect it to solve serious enterprise-level problems.
Okay, so if that's the why, let's pop the hood and get into the what. We're talking about the core components, the actual anatomy of a powerful AI system, where every single piece has a critical job to do.
A really strong enterprise architecture isn't just one thing. It's built systematically on 4 key layers. It all starts with your data, then moves to the model itself, then to how you actually get it out there, and the whole thing is wrapped in a crucial layer of security.
Now, these first 2 layers, they are the absolute foundation. Everything rests on them. In the data layer, it's all about getting your own information, your customer records, your financial docs, all cleaned up, organized, and compliant. Then, in the model layer, you use that pristine data to fine-tune a big, powerful base model, teaching it the unique language and nuances of your business. This is what turns a generalist AI into a true specialist.
The next 2 layers build out the operational framework. The deployment layer uses heavy-duty tools like Kubernetes to make sure your AI can respond instantly to thousands or even millions of users without breaking a sweat. And the security layer? It's completely non-negotiable. It uses things like role-based access and encryption to make sure only the right people see the right information. Period.
Okay, now we've reached a major fork in the road, choosing your deployment model. This is where you decide where your AI is actually going to live and operate.
And it's a question worth asking directly. Where will your AI live? Because believe me, the answer has huge implications for your costs, your control, and your flexibility down the line.
You basically have 3 main paths. On-premises means you host it all on your own servers. You get maximum control and security, which is perfect for industries like finance or healthcare, but it has a big upfront cost. Cloud-based, using something like AWS or Azure, gives you incredible flexibility, and you can scale up or down easily. Then there's hybrid, which kind of gives you the best of both worlds. You keep your most sensitive data safe on-prem, but use the cloud's power for everything else.
All right, next up is a really powerful concept that you need to know about: the RAG advantage. This whole section is about grounding your AI in the specific, up-to-the-minute reality of your business.
So, Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, solves one of the biggest problems with AI models: the fact that they can become outdated or just make stuff up. With RAG, you force the model to first go look up the facts in your own verified documents, your internal wiki, your CRM, before it gives an answer. It's like giving your AI an open book test, where the only book allowed is your company's own truth.
So how does it work? It's actually a pretty simple, elegant process. Step 1, a user asks a question. Step 2, the system instantly searches your internal files for the most relevant information. And step 3, it hands those documents to the LLM and says, "Here, use this to generate your answer." It's a fact-checking step that's built right into the workflow.
And the business value here is immediate and massive. Your customer support bot can suddenly reference the product manual you just updated 5 minutes ago. Your employees can get instant answers from the latest HR policies. And your executives can ask complex questions and get answers grounded in real-time company data. RAG makes your AI a living, breathing part of your business.
All right, let's talk about what happens after you go live. Section 5 is all about monitoring and maintenance, because launching an LLM isn't the finish line, it's the starting gun.
The work is never really done. You have to be constantly tracking performance to make sure it's fast and accurate. You need a rock-solid plan for rolling out model updates without breaking anything. And, this is a big one, you have to manage your costs to make sure this whole AI initiative is actually delivering a positive return on investment.
Okay, let's wrap this up by looking ahead. Our last section is about the future of enterprise AI. And spoiler alert, we're talking about a huge shift from today's tools to tomorrow's autonomous systems.
The next big wave is multimodal AI. Right now, we're mostly dealing with text. But business happens in pictures, in voice notes, in complex documents. So imagine a support agent that can read a customer's email, analyze an attached screenshot of an error, and listen to a voice message explaining the problem, all at once. That's where we're headed.
And then comes the big leap. Autonomous agents. See, today's models are assistants. They answer our questions. Tomorrow's models will be agents. They won't just give you information, they will actually do things. They'll execute multi-step tasks, like scheduling a complex meeting or adjusting the supply chain order, and then they'll learn from the result. Which brings us right back to our central theme. This quote says it all. Success depends on more than just the model. A well-planned architecture is what makes AI useful for enterprises. You can have the smartest model in the world, but it's worthless if it isn't secure, scalable, and deeply integrated into your business.
So I'll leave you with this final question to think about as you plan your own AI strategy. Are you building an architecture that's just meant to assist with today's tasks? Or are you laying the foundation to lead your organization into a truly autonomous future? Thanks for joining this explainer.